Have you ever been asked to sell your eggs at your own baby shower? Because that's exactly what happened to me last month, and I'm still processing what went down. I was 7 months pregnant with my first child when my sister Delilah threw me what she called the baby shower of the century. She'd rented out this fancy tea room downtown, invited 45 people, and even hired a photographer. Everything was perfect. Pastel balloons, a 3-tier diaper cake, little sandwiches cut into baby carriage shapes. About an hour into the party, after we'd played the requisite games and I'd opened half the presents, this woman I didn't recognize approached me. She was maybe 50, wearing designer everything, clutching a Hermes bag like it contained nuclear codes. "You must be the mother-to-be," she said, eyeing my belly with this weird intensity. "That's me," I replied, shifting uncomfortably on the velvet chair they'd designated as my throne for the day. "I'm Dr. Rothwell," she said, pulling out a business card embossed with gold lettering. "I run a fertility clinic in the city. Your sister mentioned you might be interested in our donor program." I nearly choked on my cucumber sandwich. "I'm sorry, what?" She leaned in closer, speaking in this hushed, conspiratorial tone. "After you deliver, of course. Your genetic profile is exceptional. We're prepared to offer $50,000 per cycle, significantly above market rate." I looked around the room, searching for hidden cameras. This had to be a prank, but Dr. Rothwell was dead serious, pulling out an iPad to show me testimonials from satisfied recipients who'd used eggs from donors with similar profiles to mine. "I'm literally pregnant right now," I said slowly, like maybe she'd missed the obvious. "Exactly," she replied, as if I'd made her point. "Proven fertility. Do you know how valuable that makes you?" That's when my sister appeared, all smiles and nervous energy. "Oh good, you two are talking. Isn't this amazing, Hazel? You could pay off your student loans, put money toward the baby's college fund." The room started spinning. My own sister had turned my baby shower into a sales pitch for my reproductive organs. "You invited her here?" I asked Delilah, my voice getting higher with each word. "Well, you're always complaining about money, and Dr. Rothwell is actually my client at the PR firm. When she mentioned they were looking for donors with graduate degrees and athletic backgrounds, I immediately thought of you." Dr. Rothwell nodded enthusiastically. "Your sister sent me your photos, your medical history, even your SAT scores. Quite impressive." I stood up, my pregnant belly making it less dramatic than I'd hoped. "You sent her my medical records?" Delilah's smile faltered. "Just the basics. I was trying to help." At my baby shower, the room had gone quiet. 45 people pretending to be very interested in their petite fours, while obviously eavesdropping. Dr. Rothwell, oblivious to the tension, pressed on. "We could start the screening process next week. Simple blood work, psychological evaluation, family history review." "She's not interested." My husband Emmett suddenly appeared beside me, his jaw clenched. He'd been in the corner talking to my uncle about fantasy football, but apparently even he had limits. "Perhaps the father doesn't understand the financial opportunity here," Dr. Rothwell said, dismissing him with a wave. "That did it." "The father," I said, making air quotes, "understands that his wife's sister arranged for a stranger to proposition her for body parts at what should have been a celebration of our first child." My mother chose that moment to cheerfully announce it was time for cake, probably hoping to diffuse the situation, but I wasn't done. "You know what, Delilah? Since you're so interested in my eggs, here's some information you apparently didn't share with your client. I have anxiety disorder. My grandmother had schizophrenia. Oh, and that athletic background you mentioned? I quit track after 2 weeks because I have exercise-induced asthma." Dr. Rothwell's face went pale as she quietly tucked her iPad back into her Hermes bag. "But hey," I continued, "if you still want to pay 50 grand for these genetics, we can talk after I deliver this anxiety-prone, potentially asthmatic baby." She muttered something about a misunderstanding and practically ran for the exit. The party dissolved pretty quickly after that. People grabbed their tea sandwiches to go, mumbling congratulations while avoiding eye contact. Delilah tried to apologize, but it came out more like a defense. "I was just thinking about your future. Do you know how much daycare costs? Last week, she sent me a text saying she'd found a company that pays for breast milk. I blocked her number. The baby's due next month. We're not telling her when I go into labor."